What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Esports Club for the AMD Valorant Cup Live AMA. My name is Cap Nara, and I'm being joined by the masterminds behind this activity, Mr. Mansoor Nabu Ahmed, and then, of course, the two people who you're going to be seeing and hearing every day on the broadcasts, Apollonia and Karan. How's it going, guys?
Hello,
Hi.
hello.
Hi guys.
It
It's
has
going
been
good.
It's been quite hectic, I imagine. We've got I think over 2,500 players signed up for the
hmm
event as of now. Something nobody saw coming. The response has been overwhelming. How have you guys been coping with just all the queries on Discord, all the approvals, all the teams?
I mean, it's sheer madness at this point. Like, we've even been packed on a Sunday. There is no concept of a day anymore, and the numbers Valorant has produced is unparalleled in terms of PC. If
Yeah,
you
for
strictly
sure,
talk about it,
for sure.
for a game that's relatively so new, the amount of people, the amount of hype behind it is just insane. Like when you give these sort of numbers, I have never in my life before seen 240 teams in a span of 4 days, and that is just
And that
it's just
that's just
absolutely
the
insane.
teams, by the way. That's just the teams. If you look at just the number of players, we actually have enough individual players for over 500 teams. And that's something no tournament in the world so far has produced for Valorant. There's a bunch of independent qualifier cups also set for the next couple of months. Even those are capped at about 256 teams. We have over 500 teams worth of players, just from the subcontinent alone so far, and we still have six more days of registration to go. It's been quite fantastic. What are you guys excited to see here?
I mean, so for the first time in an FPS sort of an environment, we'll see R6 pros, we'll see Apex pros, we'll see CS:GO pros, we'll see
Hmm.
Overwatch pros go up against each other.
Yeah.
They've all been segregated through
Right.
multiple games. There's always been an argument. Okay, this game has its own credentials. You can't say that a CS:GO player is better at aiming than an Overwatch player.
Hmm.
But the banter continues to go on till date. Now is finally a platform where all of them are participating, and you can have a settlement of that banter. So that's something which is really interesting for me.
Yeah, and I think that way, Valorant's done a pretty good job of, mixing and mashing elements from different games to give ultimately a very fresh approach, to a genre that was getting very stale. Right.
hmm
So, guys, the main point of this AMA is to answer questions you guys have, talk about the AMD Valorant Cup that you guys can look forward to, how the matches are going to happen, what sort of content you guys can expect, when and where you can watch it, who can play, who can't play, rules, all of that. That you guys have been asking on Discord, on Instagram. It is this platform is there for you right now to get you those answers. So I've got all the chats open on Facebook here, YouTube here,
Yeah,
one more
even
over
all my
here.
screens are just chat.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna walk you through the basics of the AMD Valorant Cup. Firstly, we're gonna be running single elimination throughout the tournament. We've got best of ones all the way till the quarterfinals. At the
hmm
quarterfinals stage, we're going to switch to a best of three for the quarterfinals and semifinals, and then the finals are going to be a best of five. So there's going to be, a lot of Valorant action you can expect. We're going to be broadcasting every single day on our Facebook page, on our YouTube page that you can catch the action on. There's going to be updates on scores, results through Instagram posts and stories for the on the Esports Club page. You can even catch some daily broadcast updates on the AMD page as well. Right, we've got our first question coming. Somebody called "You Dead Bro?" question mark. My team is on pending. How can I join? You guys want to take it? You guys have been answering that question quite a bit.
Okay, so um, pending status is usually when you've completed it on the website, but you're still waiting to complete the verification on Discord. So for that, you need to hop on to the Esports Club Discord, go to a channel called as Role Selection under AMD Valorant Cup, react to that emoji, and then you should be able to see all the other channels. Go to hashtag team roles, tag all your teammates, and once that's done, you are pretty much accepted. So it is just one extra procedure, but because of the influx of teams, we just want to make sure we don't have a lot of no shows going into this tournament.
Yeah, and if even if you have completed all the steps, there is a tiny chance there is a delay because as I mentioned, we have 5,000 players waiting to get verified and trying to play the tournament. So please bear with us. It's something nobody was prepared for. Nobody in India will ever be prepared for in the PC space. So thank you for your response. Just a bit of patience. We have 6 days. We're going to get you guys all approved.
And we were like 64. Let's do it.
Yeah. Now, it all depends on you guys. If you really, really, push and get us enough players, we'll think about bumping the cap from 256, but no promises. No promises, right? It's exciting for us to be able to do a tournament that big, but we also do need to keep in mind that we have limited resources, limited time, and we want to ensure that everybody playing has a great experience, right? We don't want you to get lost in the crowd, not have your problems or queries look after. So there is a capacity. We'll see if we can expand it, but we're open to it. When is Nabu going pro in Valorant? Ooh.
Never.
That's fun fact. I'm already pro in it.
Ooh.
Oh, gee.
I mean, it's better for everybody if Nabu remains
Doesn't
behind the scene.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of good for everybody because um, the way he perceives sort of FPS games and the way he sort of looks at most tournaments in the back end is something I've learned to appreciate throughout the while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nabu will bring way more value to the event, behind the scenes, just annoying me to do things that are better for players than actually playing. Can I register now? Somebody asks.
Yeah.
Pavan on Facebook. Yes, you can certainly register. Registrations are open, I think till Sunday or
18th.
Saturday.
No, it's still 18th.
18th.
The 18th would
That's
be
Thursday.
Thursday, right? So you guys have 4 more days, 5 if you want to include today. So you can still get into the tournament. We still have slots. There are a lot of players, but a lot of incomplete teams. So remember to get verified, get all 5 members in your team, sign up for the tournament, have everybody's information, Discord IDs, Valorant IDs updated, get on Discord, get the role, contact the admins, and then once your whole team is on Discord and your site information is up to date, you will get approved and you have your slot. ABZ14 chill out. TEC's thoughts on the hype around Valorant. Was this participation expected? Will TEC do more Valorant?
That's Bishi actually.
Okay. So
Yeah, that's Bishi.
do you guys want to take this one?
Chill out.
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, the numbers are unparalleled. It's just pure absolute insanity. When we initially got into this tournament, we had a set frame of okay, let's say 64. Maybe we'll get about 100 teams in like 8 days. No, I got 64 teams in 7 hours, and then I was messaging Arya and Nabu. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Like, it's filled up. Do you want me to just shut the registrations and call it a day? And they were like, no, let's just push it. Like, I mean, we have to. So definitely, it is insane. The hype around it is unreal. It is. I would agree. It's very hype driven right now, but I don't expect majority of it to die down because people are actually enjoying and loving the game. And
Yeah.
uh,
I mean,
it's
I'm enjoying the game, and I'm basically an old man now, right? Well, yeah, I think
true.
it's basically something that is been missing in India for so long. This amount of excitement for a PC game. And what's great is, because of this response, when we crossed 64, we didn't even think should we do 128 or 256. We straight up said, you know what, we'll bite the bullet, we'll go 256, and we'll see if we can hit it. And as I mentioned, we have 500 teams worth of players signed up. It's just that they haven't formed their teams yet. So for those of you watching who aren't in teams yet, You still have a little bit of time. Remember, it's going to be first come, first serve till the slots fill up. And then once we reach 256, I think we have a big decision to make on what to do next. Right? We've had this discussion internally several times, and everyone's like, we'd love to, but we can't. And I'm just like, please, can we? Let's do it. Let's do it.
We gotta do it. We gotta do it.
We gotta do it. We gotta do it.
Yeah.
How many teams have registered right now? Karan, Apple, what are we at?
As of now, I see 254 teams registered and 170 sort of approved.
Yeah, and that is not counting the players who haven't formed teams and registered. So there's two stats here. There's the people who form teams and they've actually clicked physically join the tournament and are either waiting verification or have been verified. And then there's all the people who've signed up on the website, made their accounts, but they haven't made teams and signed up yet. So we actually have 500 teams worth of players. That's over 2,500 players willing to play in the tournament right now. So it's all about getting in quickly and reserving your spot. Now, what's very exciting is we're actually now announcing something extremely cool for you guys that has not been announced on the tournament site as of now. We will actually be keeping track of match MVPs, and at the end of the tournament, the top 5 MVPs will get exclusive AMD merchandise. Thank you to AMD for that. And all top 8 team players and substitutes will get their own goodie bag of AMD merch as well. Right, so all more incentive to get your teams signed up. So right, I think in top one, if you're in the top 8, you're guaranteed prize money as well, right?
Prize money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so you've got guaranteed prize money, and you've got AMD merch on top of that. So extremely exciting, and that's something we firmly believe with all our tournaments. It's not just about rewarding the best or the second best or the top 3 4 teams. We want the esports club as a platform to be one that encourages as many gamers across India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, the entire subcontinent, and all our events. You're going to see this as a theme, recurring theme, that it is going to be rewarding no matter what skill level you are. Okay, now Samarth Patel has an interesting question. What if someone's electricity goes in between a match? What happens in that situation? Nabu?
Okay. Now we are take on with this.
Valorant doesn't have a rehost capability as of now, right? So if someone DCs in middle of the game, then the team has to play with the remaining 4 members
Mm-hmm.
unless until that guy connects back again.
Yeah, unfortunately, that
First,
is
yeah,
a limitation at this point. Right. We didn't want the fact that Valorant is a new launch to, stop us in doing something around it for the community. But at the same time, there are certain limitations, we have to operate with, and so hope your electricity doesn't go. Unfortunately, that is the best we can do at this point. There is no pause, there is no rehost, right? So when you're
see,
making
at the brighter side, you can still reconnect to the game if
Yeah,
the game is still
yes,
live. But
exactly. That's definitely something, that Valorant has done extremely well. If all battle royales, none of them at launch had a bloody reconnect feature, and it's been something that's plagued battle royale tournaments across the world. But Valorant has reconnect, so if you drop out, you can easily drop back in. But there will be no pause time. We do have a rehost possibility if somebody DCs in the first round of the match. So we will be accommodating a rehost from regardless of which side it is in the first round only, because we don't want the match to start off with one team at a disadvantage. Any predictions on who could win bases players registered till now, Shubham? I think I'll leave it to Karan. As he rightly mentioned that this is the first time you're gonna have players from every single major esport in India competing together.
Okay, so definitely, I won't say who's going to win because I am seeing a lot of new players that haven't played in previous tournaments
Mm-hmm.
that have been very established in their games like CS:GO or Overwatch. But I do talk about the fan favorites right now, which is definitely Team Vertigo. They
Mm-hmm.
have just stomped on the past 4 or 5 tournaments they've played in.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah.
is a lineup of all CS:GO pros, all who have been playing ESL, if I'm not wrong, give or take for the past 3 years, 4 years plus. They have, they still have Face 8 rank one, that is Tejas Ace, who's playing for them. So the lineup looks incredibly strong, but I would definitely go ahead and say they haven't faced the teams that have registered in the tournament yet. Like there are a lot of new teams, a lot of
Yeah.
challenging teams that have registered,
A lot
which they
of
haven't
a
faced
lot of
before.
active CS:GO teams have also signed up instead of signing up for a bloody CS:GO event. That is baffling. And then there's the India Overwatch community as well, which is taking to Valorant. Which of the three do you think is best positioned to do well? Ex CS:GO players, current CS:GO players, or Overwatch players?
Okay, so because the game is still at a very nascent stage,
Mm-hmm.
and because everybody's starting to get used to it, I definitely feel CS:GO pros have advantage over the other games.
Mm-hmm.
It's because the shooting mechanism is
It's very
very
close.
similar to
Yeah.
CS. Yes, Overwatch, you still have the concept of spray and run and gun in some situations, and you can do a lot of plays with your skills, which have high damage skills. But over here, a lot of heroes or a lot of champions don't have high damage skills,
Mm-hmm.
and it
And
is
unless you're the Rocket
Just
Lady, that's just broken still.
unless you raise,
Yeah.
just say Rocket Lady.
Yeah.
unless you raise.
Oh, I just
I'm
like
I'm
to
I'm
add,
still I'm
right?
still I'm still getting used to it. So the reason I'm still a bit unfamiliar with Valorant is I refuse to play the beta because I didn't want to make a different ID or lose my ID. So I stuck to my EU West Riot ID, and my tag is actually CPTRA hashtag EU West, which is much nicer than a random string of numbers after all your names. And plus, I didn't want to play on random pings, so I waited. I'm getting used to it now. I've still only lost 3 games, so yeah,
Out of how many games?
oh, more than a dozen. So
So it's 13.
no, I don't know. I'll have to log in and find out.
What?
Hmm. All
Oh,
right.
I like to add something.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, so we know that there are a lot of players that have played CS:GO and Overwatch that's
Hmm.
joined this Valorant Cup. What was surprising was that we saw team names and team and members IGNs that were related to PUBG and Apex Legends.
Hmm.
So that was something that was unexpected. So you're going to see like some players that come from both PUBG and Apex as well, and they're joining the Valorant Cup.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting what this offers, and I think we're going to see, because there's no real established meta right now. Everybody's still finding their feet. Everybody's still discovering what they're comfortable with, and I think more than adhering to what works doesn't work in Valorant overall, we're just going to see a lot of aim duels going down, in the middle. And I think that's where the CS guys who are signing up, and they're going to be hoping that just raw skill, helps them cross that threshold into the top eight, and then I think we're going to see a real slugfest when you've got the best, aimers in the countries. There are players who are even new to the FPS genre. Yes, I think absolutely, and I think that speaks volumes about what an impact Valorant has had across the world, and especially in India. I don't think League of Legends ever had this sort of response or community support. All three of the guys sitting here with me,
Uh,
will attest to that. They've been breaking their backs for League of Legends for, I think, the better part of the last decade now.
Ironically, the only game Valorant killed was League of Legends, because I have a tournament of League of Legends which is parallelly coming up with Valorant, and the players were telling me, "I want to play in the Valorant tournament. I'm sorry, I can't play this time." And I'm just like, whatever.
Yes, that is a very interesting result we've been facing. Everyone's like, can we please move around our other matches so that we can play in the Valorant tournament? While you want to play in the Valorant tournament, and if you are playing any one of our other tournaments, we'd be happy to accommodate a little bit here and there. But it is a bit disrespectful to other tournaments, whether it's ours or somebody else's. If you signed up for and suddenly you're like, hey, I'm gonna go play. Don't worry, there will be a lot more Valorant tournaments. We feel very confident about the space, and we're looking at it with a long-term lens, and we'll be happy to give you guys more information on that after this event. But yes, this certainly will not be the last Valorant event you will see from us. Nitin has a question. CS versus Valorant, your views. Will CS continue to dominate, or will Valorant come to change the big picture? Guys?
You don't need to look at it that way, right? Because CS is already established, and there's a lot of teams, a lot of organization, and even TOs who are investing in it. Valorant is just gonna be on par with one of the top games in the country and SEA on the whole, right? You don't need to compare or put one game down and bring the other one up. It just
Yeah.
depends on, yeah,
I think they're different enough for both of them to be able
yeah.
to coexist side by side. So you don't have to look at it like, oh my God, Valorant is going to cannibalize CS. CS will. Oh yes, that's Nabu's ringtone. Anywhere in the world you hear that, you'll be like, okay, Nabu is around. Fun fact. Once I think Nabu had gone to the washroom. I took his phone, deleted the track, changed the ringtone, and he didn't speak to me for 2 whole days after that. But it was the most peaceful 2 days in our office because that ringtone just got and everyone in the building can hear it.
It's the best ringtone in the world.
I agree. I agree. It's Tool. How can you not?
What ringtone is it?
I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Shubham has a question. What will the streaming schedule look like for the tournament? Will the initial rounds be streamed? So we are
Ye-
looking at streaming as much as possible. As of now, we have I think 6 maps a day
Yes.
planned in
Yes.
in 2 slots. So you're gonna see 3 matches streamed in the afternoon, or early evening. We're gonna take a bit of break for dinner, and then 3 more maps in the evening around dinner time. Now, for the other matches, they will happen off stream. We're gonna be conducting, I think, nearly 64 matches a day for the first 4 days. So you will have to be a little
Eight-
accommodating and
80 plus matches a
80,
day.
86 matches
okay,
a
yeah,
day.
okay.
Yeah.
So see, yeah, we're conducting about 86 matches a day for the first few days. So for those of you who aren't on the stream matches, you'll have a bit of wiggle room, but not too much. You'll all be told your match times a day in advance, at least before the tournament starts, and then after that, we'll have a schedule for publishing the next round's fixtures. The stream matches will not be able to be changed. We might be able to move them around within the 3 slots that we have, but if your match is on the stream thing, we will need you to be there at a particular time. And yes, Vamsi also hates that ringtone.
Okay, I have a request to everybody. Guys, like I know I already have a lot of people requesting me for time changes. I just want to request you guys. Uh, I have like we are doing 86 matches a day.
Yeah,
Even if 15 people request for time changes, it's
it
not gonna
just
happen.
throws the whole thing off.
Yeah, so please, I mean, I will give you leeway. 15-20 minutes up down, even 30 minutes for that matter is still something we'll work with. But don't please don't come to us and be like, can I play it in the morning, or
Hmm.
can I play later in the night? Please, it'll be just too way too hectic for us.
Yeah. So just please be a little understanding. Not only is this the largest PC esports event in India, believe it or not, guys, this is at this point the third largest Valorant tournament in the world, And if you guys help us a little, if we get a few more players, literally, it's just about a few more. We're not that far, but this can actually be the world's largest Valorant tournament, and it'll be very exciting because India is not a market anybody considers big at this point for PC esports, right? We've struggled to even max out CS:GO tournaments. I think right now the Premiership has 190 teams that signed up. We have how many? 234 teams for Valorant already, with 5 more days to go.
Yeah.
And
We have
we
250 teams.
yeah, 250 teams signed up. We've got another 250 teams who haven't completed their teams. And then more and more people are asking, hey, when can we sign up? Where can we play? So we are on track to do something amazing. We just need a bit of help from you guys. Um, yes. What else? Any more questions? Can you name some famous pros or pro teams who have registered? Guys?
I've
w-
seen Vertigo, like what Karan mentioned, and Indian Rivals.
Yeah.
Yeah, Indian Rivals has
Yeah,
signed
and
up,
then
and I
there's
think they're
this
cool.
team called is Looking for Org,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
which is Indominus and all of these guys. Again, insane team. Then we have our Overwatch pros B team, which is Truth, Water, and all of these guys. Again, they've had stellar performances in the past. So definitely, these are some of the teams to look out for going in.
There's quite a number of esports organizations as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some small, some large. Yeah, so we saw a lot of esports orgs or up and coming orgs that joined.
I
Yeah.
think
So
Samurai Valorant.
eSamurai's
Yeah.
there. Hawks Gaming has signed up. I'm not sure if I saw Reckoning and Level Zero, but I would not be surprised if they sign up before registration closes. Then we actually had a lot of we know a lot of current CS:GO players are considering jumping in, so it'll be interesting to see if they come. Dishant Pias, is registration fee? Yes, registration is absolutely free. All you have to do is sign up on our website, the esports.club. Make a team of 5 people, connect your not connect, you just have to put the URL for your you have to put your Discord ID and your Valorant ID and your email address, and that is all the information we need. And then after that, jump into Discord with your team, get your team roles, and you are signed up for the event. It's that simple. Seva Esports will be signing up tomorrow. That's awesome, Gravero. Looking forward to it. Balaji says Vertigo, Indian Rivals, EAT, Esports, and eSamurai. Mayank says how to get tournament license from developers. It's I think Riot is pretty straightforward and helpful in that way. If you are a credible bunch of people with a track record, depending on the scale of what you want to do, you just write to them with the information they need, and they'd be happy to give you a thumbs up to go ahead with the activity. Mm, what else? What else?
Trying to see if there are more questions.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling up and now. I got like 4 different chat windows on different watch parties and whatnot.
Mm,
Oh no! Our
Wow.
Zoom thing. I hate Zoom. Alright guys, we're going to be right back. one. And we're back. How's it going, guys?
Hello.
Back with another free 40 minutes. Someone's saying, using Zoom instead of Discord. Well, the thing is, the last few events we did in AMA, we did on Zoom, so we just went ahead again this time, and they had the free automatic upgrade when you run out of time, and for some reason that did not kick in, even though my account says you have free upgrade. So whatever, it's fine. We're back. Minor hiccup.
Vamsi, we need subscription.
The bills just keep on piling up. Right, so Karan is looking like Jack Sparrow, yes. How is the format going to work? Aman Kedia asks. Do you guys want to walk him through it?
It's
Okay,
just
so
okay. Go ahead, Karan.
it's basically gonna be 256 games divided into 3 days. If
If we don't increase capacity.
if we don't increase, if big if. So round of 256 is 128 games divided into 3 days. Then you'll have your round of 128, which we do in 2 days. Round of 64 in one day. Round of 32 and round of 16 in one day. For all these, we'll be streaming 6 matches a day.
Hmm.
The rules are simple. We'll have a coin toss. The winning team picks the map. The losing team picks the side. So let's say team A1, they choose a map called as bind. Team will be an option to either be attack or defense on that map. So it's sort of, we're trying to maintain fair play as much as we can. From quarters, we'll be streaming every single game. Uh, that will be
And
best of series,
quarters and semis are all best of three.
all best of series.
Yeah.
The rule set will be a coin toss. First team that wins picks the map. Second team picks the side. In game two, we'll swap it around. The team that lost the toss will pick the map. The other team will pick the side. And if we go to a game three, we'll have a toss again. So it's going to be interesting. BO5, same. And the fifth map, I think we are keeping map. We will allow teams to repeat maps.
Yeah, we'll have to.
So, so
Yeah, since there are only 4 maps in Valorant as of now, so that
Yeah.
is
yeah.
So for
fair gameplay.
BO5, after the toss, the teams just choose their order of maps. And then the last one we will actually, random generator and
Yeah.
post.
We just got a donation.
Oh wow,
So
supporting the
Shikha
Zooms.
Banana.
Well, thank you. So Gravero says you guys might not know there's a team with well-known musicians who are participating in the tournament. Some of them signed, wow, with Sony Music and NCS too. That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
That's great. And if you guys are watching this or you want to reach out to us and have your music potentially used in the tournaments, we're happy to give back and support the community as well. So feel free to drop us a message and we'll see what we can do there. It sounds very exciting. What else? What else do we have? Now, I think this was a question a bunch of people had. If you have friends and teammates outside India, can they participate? Uh, for now, the tournament is only for residents of India, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka. In the future, that might change, but as of now, we're only catering or opening up to these three countries. But we realize, of course, the esports world is much larger than that, and hopefully down the line, we will be in a position to be able to give you guys tournaments of bigger scale, allowing players from more countries to take part. Piercer says, I want to message something. You may ask. Aditya Chauhan says, you're doing great, guys. I just registered with my team, and I'm happy that someone is taking step for esports from India, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh. Thank you so much, man. It's all because it's we can keep doing tournaments all we want, but it's the response and positive feedback from you guys that helps us to continue to do more and more. We've got several tournaments running parallelly, right? If Valorant isn't your choice, then there's a lot you can choose from. But if you are a huge fan of Valorant and are hoping to, make something out of your interest in Valorant, do keep an eye. This won't be the only Valorant activity from us. We should have more information for you guys sometime in the, next month or so. But we are, quite excited about Valorant in particular, and about and what it means for PC esports in India.
Hmm.
Also, fun fact. The first day we announced the website, a lot of you guys actually ran into trouble because the sheer number of people on the website broke half the website. We did not imagine reaching this many users anytime soon for any of our events. We had something close to about 45,000 page views in 3 days on the tournament page from across the subcontinent, and we're just like, that many people are playing Valorant. We, as Nabu mentioned in the beginning, we were like, Valorant seems fun. Let's do something. And we're like, can we get to 64 teams? Right. That was a question mark for us. And then within 24 hours we were like, you know what? Let's quadruple that to 256. Global Esports here to spread some cheer. Is Global Esports signed up or
No, I haven't
not?
seen.
No.
I don't think
Not.
so, right?
I don't think they have a team.
Well, I mean, they have an Overwatch team, so just like put them here.
Works.
That's what everybody else is doing. Pearson says, what is the duration of the tournament? As of now, matches start on the 20th and end on the 28th. If
No,
you
30th.
no. 30th.
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 Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay. So
10
we have
days.
we have made the switch. So earlier schedule was 20 to 28. Now it's 20 to 30. Um, Individual daily match schedules might get changed if we go beyond 256 teams. But as of now, it's mostly afternoon till about post dinner, which is I don't know what 10, 11 or
11:30.
11:30. So most of the day. So that's how hard our entire team is working to bring you guys this event. Global Esports says no, we're not signed up for this one, but we'll join in the next one. I mean, you'll miss out probably the world's largest Valorant event if you skip this one. Which matches will we stream? Asks Nanny Gaming. Well, we don't know yet. We don't know yet. We're gonna cherry pick some interesting matches for you guys every single day. The schedule will be so the players will get to know the next day's schedule in advance. You guys will find out every day in the morning. So you will have to actually follow us on Instagram, follow AMD India on Instagram. Both these places will be where you can find the schedule. If you're playing in the tournament, you will also find it on our Discord page for the tournament, the channel for the tournament. How many teams are confirmed?
Let me just check that.
Yeah. I mean, they haven't confirmed any since
170.
this started, so we're
Confirmed are 174, but registered are more than that.
yeah. So we have over 250 teams signed up already. 174 confirmed. Yes, Global Esports registrations are open till Thursday. Based on where we are at tomorrow, we will take a decision on how much higher we want to go from 256. 174 teams confirmed. Destrom, when are we getting a Captain Nabu Valorant gameplay? Don't know. We'll have to see. Sangfreud Esports says we joined this. Guys try to stream most of the games. Unfortunately, we won't be able to stream most of the games. We'll be able to bring you some of the early round games. We are streaming 6 games a day for the round of 256, 128, 64, and 32. From the quarterfinals onwards, we're streaming all of it because it is BO3. Semis again, all of it, and the finals will be BO5. And dun, dun, dun. Yes, as Sleepy Me typed, you can type exclamation Discord, join our Discord. What is the minimum time to get confirmed? Destorm, it's all about how quickly your team. Of course, you need to provide all the information to register on the website. After that, how quickly all of you get on Discord. The captain provides the full team details and gets the roles. Am I right?
Yeah.
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 Right. So it's all on you. We have 250 teams, out of which about 80 of them have not done the second part, which is why they are not confirmed.
Mm.
Will it be mandatory for teams to join TC Discord server during their respective matches? Guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it
Because
is. Yeah.
we basically don't want any smurfing happening.
Hmm.
We don't want like players from Singapore playing uh, in place of you, and it's happened before. We
Hmm.
will just try to maintain as much fair play as we can.
Yeah.
So we want the teams on Discord to be able to talk to everyone, to find out if everything is legit. And Discord also makes our work much simpler because
Yeah.
if there is an issue in the game, you can just contact us. We'll be on Discord the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah. Turnaround time is much faster for any problems, any holdups, any protests, any troubleshooting if your Valorant isn't launching, or Riot Vanguard is giving you PC issues. We can try and help you out, see if we have a bit of wiggle room to move the schedule around so that you can solve the problems. But yeah, most importantly, it is for us to be able to make sure everything is running smoothly. It's all fair. There are no problems. Admins will be checking pings in all lobbies once everyone's in game. We don't want players outside the 3 countries that are allowed to play participating as of now. So, beyond a certain ping limit, we will be raising questions with, the respective teams. What about the TeamSpeak Boomer squad? Unfortunately, they're gonna have to get with the times
And
and
become a Zoomer.
download Discord. Whether it is, if it is
Ah,
a PC performance issue, we get it, but we will at least need you to jump into Discord from your phone or
um,
something.
that was Mithul calling me out because I'm one of the TeamSpeak boomer. Mithul, I do not appreciate you calling me out on a live AMA.
No, it's still a fair question, right?
It
Because
is
most of
no,
the
yeah.
players
It
do come
is
up with this.
definitely.
Yes, especially in India, Discord does take a bit of a toll on performance. So it's a very valid question. However, we will need you on Discord for your team to play that match.
Hi, Kaka. I see. I see those night comments coming in slowly.
Is Kaka playing in the tournament?
Yes, he is. Kaka is playing in the
Actually?
tournament. He's actually playing in the
Oh, okay.
tournament. We have another League of Legends squad. It's a team called We Come From LOL, where Bishi and Orion and
We come from
yeah,
LOL.
I have like 3 or 4 teams coming from League of Legends. Guys, can you please register for the LOL tournament? Wrong game, boys, wrong game.
I mean, they should call it, Valorant killed our game.
No, I mean, like, I'm more than happy at least because let me face facts. For the past 8 years, the only thing we have struggled with League of Legends is there is no future.
Hmm.
I mean, we have been kept regionless for so long.
Hmm.
We can't play in Singaporean tournaments. There's no way for us to ever reach the world stage, even if, let's say, we have the next faker in the country. Uh, you can't have a 5-man stack team reach the world stage ever. That was one of the restrictions we always played with. And Riot with Valorant has been pretty upfront that
Yeah.
they are going to give you the Indian servers. You are going to have the best ping, and that is what excites all of us. We've been loyal to Riot Games from the past 8 years, and now finally, if they're offering some game, we are definitely going to switch up to it.
Yeah. And as organizers, we've actually all collectively worked, very closely with Riot for various League of Legends events, including, our parallel League of Legends events. Um, so it means we already have a great relationship with them. It allows us to bring you this event at this scale this soon after launch, right? Otherwise, it wouldn't have been possible. Um, so it's not that there's anything bad with League of Legends. Unfortunately, our region is just in such a weird place, that we're neither here nor there.
I
But
mean, all honesty, I can't even blame Riot because
yeah,
the player base is not enough for them.
yeah, and
But,
the MOBA genre in general is not that big in India, right?
I
You've
mean,
seen
it's not a point click shoot, right? So
it's got a lot more depth to it, and FPS is just beat it out any other day, and I think that's where Valorant has been great because it's similar enough to CS:GO for everybody to make the transition easily, but fresh enough to be have its own identity. Is that Limca or water in a Limca bottle? It is Limca. What about substitutes? Ojas Saini asks how to register them. So Ojas, your squad when you sign up for the tournament on the website on our website, the esports.club, you can have up to 7 people registered. You need a minimum 5-man roster, right? And you can add two
Yeah.
more, right?
okay, so one more thing, there was an issue for people who've gone to the website and registered in the first 2-3 days where they couldn't add subs.
Mhm.
If you are one of those squads, feel free to come on Discord, go to
Yeah.
hashtag team roles and tag the players you want to be added to your squad. We are going to allow addition of substitutes till 18th morning,
Mhm.
beyond which all your rosters will be locked.
Yeah. But the fact that we are allowing you to add substitutes does not mean that you can completely change an approved and locked roster. Right. Once you're in the tournament and approved, barring some crazy circumstances, we want to avoid going back and changing rosters because, as we mentioned, we're at a point where we have 2,500 players saying, "Hey, is my team ready? Is my team ready? Can we play? Can we play?" So we want to ensure we are utilizing whatever resources we have as efficiently as possible, and we just need a bit of help from you guys to ensure that everything goes smoothly. You got a question for the guy in the middle? Why you no play Overwatch anymore? Because Valorant is here. That's why.
Wait, who's the guy in the middle? Me?
Yes, yes, you are the guy in the middle.
Because I make people play now.
Ooh.
What is that?
I mean, like, I don't think we play much games anymore since we are doing
It's
tournaments.
that simple. I used to play for so many years. Now I make people play. It's a great
Yeah.
feeling.
See, Nabu's like, I used to play when there were no tournaments for anything. Now I was
Now I
like,
make
screw
tournaments
it.
for everything.
Yeah, now I'll make tournaments for everything. Now you guys play. Will TEC ever organize a teamfight tactics tournament? See, the main
Mm,
problem with teamfight tactics and tournaments that I feel right now is you can't have somebody host but not play. Right? You need somebody to join your lobby and completely throw, get eliminated, and then observe
Not
people.
necessary.
No, they use
Not
Discord
necessary.
now, right?
We have our ways around it, and Santa, I promise you,
I
I'll
mean,
come up with something. I
ways
mean,
around it is
yeah.
like you
I
look. We were actually planning for a TFT tournament where of course before the COVID lockdowns we were like, okay, you know what, we'll just bring everybody from Bangalore to one venue. We put them on
Yeah.
two PCs. We'll NDI to a third PC and give you a full nice broadcast. Then that didn't happen. Then for online, it was like, okay, what about everybody Discord shares their screen, and we watched that. But again, no esport should rely on the player having to jump through too many hoops. If as a TO you're doing that, I'm sorry, you're not doing your job well. It's got to be as easy as possible for the people watching and the people playing. So it's not in an ideal place, right? So while you can certainly have a tournament, it's when a game really becomes an esport is when you have a professional broadcast element to it. It's not an esport without that. So Unfortunately, TFT is not there, even though, all of us sit and play TFT on and off in the office every single day. Um, we need a TFT tournament, a big one. It is supposed there is one happening. Even I've signed up for it. The new patch is ridiculous. I have no idea what's happening anymore. Protectors are broken. But I guess that's what happens with patches. They fix one thing, three more break, and then the cycle continues. TFT is a game, yes. Teamfight Tactics, Legends of Runeterra tournament.
Huh?
Unlikely. That is the least likeliest of them all. It's a fun game certainly, but it's got to
It's
be really
uh,
exciting to watch, and I personally feel card games aren't.
and I don't think it's like esports centric, right?
I mean, see, there are definitely tournaments across the world for Runeterra.
Oh,
More than TFT, in fact, especially on Twitch. But I don't think that's a genre for India now or ever in the future. What else we got?
mm, I don't see much questions on Facebook. How do we add substitutes? Can you please give us the procedure? Karan?
How do
go
you?
to
Yeah, okay.
go to hashtag team roles on Discord. Uh, in the place where you've tagged your entire roster, add your substitute which you want changed. Uh, Please don't, like, we'll do it, but just don't ask us to add and then remove and then add and then remove. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if you have changes, you rather wait a day, confirm the changes, and let us know so we can do it once and for all. We can't keep changing your roster again and again.
Mm-hmm.
See,
All
it's
right.
simple. Once
Yeah.
you are approved on the website, you need to go on the Discord channel, go to the select role channel, and then tag your teammates on all the team selections role. And then, if you need any more changes, contact the admins. But we suggest to keep it to limited changes so that it doesn't take much of the admin's time.
So we have a question on Facebook actually, from Mudasir. In certain cases, while playing in Discord, some of the players face hyping and packet loss. What about those cases? Um, I think we would be fine if one player has an issue, if the rest of the team is at least there. Uh, in no circumstances do we want nobody from the team there, right? We're okay to make an exception for a player or maybe two, but that's certainly going to be something that we're not going to entertain on an ongoing basis or for the whole team. We'd request you to start looking for solutions for that, because being on Discord allows us to be more efficient in our jobs, matches start on time, problems resolved faster. If you're not there, it is next to impossible. We face this. We're doing esports day in day out over here at the esports club, and we face this problem so often. If a player's not on Discord, a team's not on Discord, someone's calling them, someone's WhatsApping them, it becomes a nightmare. And as these guys said, they're doing up to 86 matches a day. That is a lot for any tournament to host. And we want it to be a good experience for you guys, so we need a bit of help from you. um, right, meet us halfway. Will you guys have admins in the Discord chat itself? Yes, Rishabh Tomar. They're not going to be sitting in your voice channels. There will be several admin channels. There is a admin help text channel as well. You will know who the admins are. You can personally ping them. I think an admin will be assigned per match as well, so you will know who to get in touch with directly. So you don't have to, run around and figure out, hey, who do I get in touch with for my match? Like I said, we want this to run smoothly, both for our sake and to make sure you guys have a great playing experience. Because there's no point doing a tournament at any scale if the players aren't happy at the end of the day. If a player gets caught cheating, will he get a warning or straight disqualified? I mean,
Banned.
if somebody is hacking or bending the rules or something, managed to bypass Riot Vanguard. If it is something that needs to be verified, of course we will do our due diligence. But somebody found guilty of wrongdoing will be disqualified. Their team will be disqualified. The player will be banned indefinitely. The team we will take a call on. If if it's like something stupid like trolling, throwing, or using a ping manipulator or whatever, then I think a warning to start with before harsher punishments. So when would the next Valorant tournament, and are there any chance of the cash prize to be higher? No game, no
Mm,
life. It's already like $1,000 tournament, mate. Uh,
highest in India,
Till
yeah,
now, yeah.
for sure, for
highest in
sure,
subcontinent.
sure, yeah,
Two tick marks.
yep, for sure. It's I think other Asian tournaments have had larger prize pools for sure, but they haven't had a participant pool as big as ours. So that's extremely overwhelming, the response. It's great to see you guys so excited about our Valorant event. Sricharan 98, can we stream in YouTube, Twitch? I do not think there is a restriction against streaming your own match as long as it is not one of the tournament broadcast matches. So if you are playing one of the off-stream matches, you stream at your own risk.
With
Well,
delays.
we recommend you put a delay, uh, but other than that, I think it's up to you. Cooler, yes, you're allowed to stream your matches as long as they are not the matches that are part of the main tournament broadcast.
So till the round of 16, basically, if you can, after round of 16, everything is just
Yeah,
gonna be streamed. So
yeah,
no. And in case you get stream sniped, we don't
it's on
expect
you.
an appeal.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
don't
it's
expect an appeal.
yeah,
No,
you
that's why
you
we have the delay, right? 5 minute
Yeah.
delay is
even
more than
even
enough.
then, if it leads to whatever, you disconnecting,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
getting hyping, the choice to stream is yours. It's not like a streamer event where you have to stream to participate. So you will not be able to appeal any issues that arise out of you streaming. Many of the teams don't take these tournaments seriously as they are free. See, that is, I think,
It's a
an
you problem, not a me problem.
that's a problem with a lot of tournaments in esports in India that people think whatever. We are trying to change that with our approach with every single event where we give a team enough incentive to take the tournament seriously. That's why our prize pools are split up. We could have easily done uh, you know 40,000 first place, 20,000 second place, 5,000 third, fourth place, and then nothing beyond that, or just a first, second. Right? That's what most tournament organizers in India do. Your large scale starter cups, your community tournaments, your prize pools go into lakhs, but nothing for 99% of the player base. And that is what is actually stunting the growth for esports in India, because there is no incentive for most of the players, right? As an average or an above average player, you will most likely not be winning the top four prizes, and most tournaments don't cater outside that. We believe the exact opposite. Of course, we need to reward the best players in the tournament in the country, but at the same time, we believe in creating enough opportunity for the rest of the community, which is why you'll see most of our tournaments, which are leagues, have multiple divisions with their own independent prize pools, monthly rewards. The meeting will once again end in 10 minutes, and that is going to be our final cue to close this AMA. But yeah, this is going to be, like I mentioned, a recurring theme that you will see every single esports club event, regardless of what game we host, at what scale. We will always be doing our best to spread out the prize pool as much as possible. Um, Try and create prizes and opportunities outside the winnings of the teams, award individual players as well. As we announced right now on the stream a while ago, that we will be having a tournament MVP leaderboard and award. The top five will get exclusive merchandise, from our sponsors AMD. Uh, the top eight teams will also get their own goodie bags as well. So we're going to keep giving you guys opportunities in hopes you guys start taking it seriously. Any guess when the next Valorant tournament will be? We're very excited about Valorant. Stay tuned. We will announce stuff soon. Since the start of TSC, how do you describe your journey from the first tournament to this one? Have the processes improved? Any significant learnings? Nabu?
Yeah, stay safe, sanitizer, mask. Because I think our first one was Araval Delhi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was sometime last year.
yeah,
So we've come a long way, from both lands to online. We've learned a lot. We've improved our processes. Our admin team knows how to solve most of the problems we expect to face in every event now. Um, right. So it's like natural evolution in learning and improving. And right. Now, okay, somebody asked, will you have World of Warship show match tournament in the future? Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stuff there as well. Many of the teams don't take these tournaments seriously as they are aware they can't win. Fixed it for you. No. So again, right? Even if a team knows they're not going to win the first place prize, we have cash prizes all the way down to eighth place. In our ongoing monthly leagues, we have three divisions of 8 teams each, with cash prizes for the top 5 teams in each division. So 15 teams are winning money every single month, not just the top few. And because of the divisions in those leagues, you're only playing against teams of your skill level, not higher, not lower. So you do have a chance of winning. Right, so that goes to the whole point of us creating opportunities, for players of all tiers. If we get lag or disconnected, do we need to record that part? Sri Charan, because there is no rehost or restart after the first round, if you get disconnected, you will just have to try and reconnect as soon as possible. Otherwise, the match will go on with you. Unfortunately, there is nothing we can do about that one particular problem because of the nature of the game. There is no pause or rehost or restart. ZE CSGO. Suppose my opponent team created the lobby and someone on my team gets more than 150 ping. Nobody from any team will create a lobby. Our admins will be creating lobbies. If somebody does have 150 ping or unusually high ping, our admin team will contact them and look into it because we want to make sure it's not a player of another region. We do understand that a lot of Indian players have, poorly optimized ISPs, and that's perfectly fine. That's something we all grew up with and have to live with. But we will be doing our due diligence to make sure there are as few problems as possible. All right. Hey, Rahul Hinduja, joining a little bit late. I think we're all about to wrap up here. Has our team registration card moved at all since the AMA started?
I mean, once I end the AMA is when I start approving again.
You
So
know there are notifications of teams putting in their approval on Discord throughout the whole podcast. It's just like ding, 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 and like we're looking at the bottom right of the corner, just looking at all the applications. It's so good.
So yeah, I think it's going to be very exciting. I'm really looking forward to this. It's that's something fresh, something new to make esports exciting again. And I think India is going to be a significant community when it comes to Valorant. And I think you guys have done a fantastic job in erasing doubts in anybody's mind that will Valorant work in India. So we're very excited. Any parting words, guys?
um, I would like to thank all of you guys for this sort of response. I mean, in the world, in our dreams, in the best of our dreams, we never expected something like this. it will just allow for the scene to grow way beyond what anybody expected, and you can expect more stuff to come from us, definitely.
Yeah, Nabu.
No, I think Karan pretty much said all of it. It is surprising that we got such a good response from the entire community, right? It's not just Valorant players, it's the CS players, ex CSGO players, your Overwatch players, and even your R6 players, right? So definitely it's a good response. We're gonna take a really good stance on it and hopefully get more things exciting for everyone who plays Valorant.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, guys. If anybody was wondering, is Valorant going to be popular in India, or will it be able to compete with CS:GO? As you've seen, the interest is there, the players are there, and as all of us mentioned, it's different enough to coexist and thrive on its own. And we're looking forward to seeing all the amazing players, all the new players that have signed up for the tournament. And we wish you all the best. Follow us on Instagram for more updates. Tomorrow by the evening, we will know whether we are capping at 256 or going higher. We might not, even if we go higher, it most likely will not be 512. It might be, an odd number, so that means a few teams will play an extra round. Um, Last question: what about problems of the abilities not showing on screen? Eh, I think there's nothing we can do about that. You'll have to, quickly check with an Alt F4 restart at best, because Valorant doesn't have a rehost or restart. But if this is a problem in the first round, for the first round we will be giving no questions asked restart rehost to both teams, because there is no progress lost at that time. Anyways, thank you so much, guys, for joining us today. Hopefully, this answered some of your questions. If you have friends who want to take part, now you should know a bit more to be able to help them out. At any time, feel free to reach out to us on Facebook, Instagram, Discord. If you have questions, if you haven't signed up already, please do. We already have almost 500 teams, waiting to get in. So you might want to, approve your team, follow all the steps, and skip ahead of the teams that haven't done so yet. There are limited slots, and you don't want to miss out on what right now is shaping up to be the biggest Valorant tournament anywhere in the world. For the first time, Indian esports is going to be on the map in a extremely positive way, and we are humbled that you guys believe in us so much and are so excited. And we're gonna see you guys, later on in the week as we bring you more information on the tournament, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Nabu. Thank you, Apollonia. Thank you, Karan. And guys, we'll see you on Instagram, Discord, YouTube. Till then, over and out.
Bye bye.
Bye.